toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do? And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. when they need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Rides the back and leaves it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. A little screen to the running back. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to Davis. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Lofts one high and deep. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Gives it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hawkeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football. And the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Pulls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
The Boilermakers are threatening on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've moved closer and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Fitted in the window for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense. That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Going with the ground game left. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Turns it loose deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Boilermakers are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They just keep firing. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. The Boilermakers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. From the gun, running back on the move. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Gets away from 1. Finds some space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to run it to the right. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Purdue! A great catch and run for 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the handoff. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looking for a gap. It's Patterson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Got it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play. And that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All you got to do is give this guy a little bit of space. That's all he needs. With his speed, he's in the second level just like that, breaking off an explosive run.
Caught behind the line. It's Tracy. Touchdown, Purdue! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the move.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, in defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
63, Iowa, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Runs through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He fields the football and makes the fair catch at his own 5, and he might have been better off taking a chance to see if that ball would bounce into the end zone. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Running to the left. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll try the run. Crosses the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past?
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in They were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They want that clock to run. The Boilermakers get enough for the first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It's third and goal and third and long. On the run, it's Green. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Smith. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this